What is your purpose? Have you thought about that?
You're at home and there's all this time you have in it, and it's
Journaling is another
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
You can
What
write
I'm trying to
things.
say is, if you don't know what to do with your time, it's going to be difficult.
Sure.
It's like, okay, what do I do? Like, and then you're always thinking about the past, or yeah, my auntie said that. You know what I'm trying to say? My papa said that, and
It's about living life with purpose.
yes.
So having a purpose, having
So
a
you want a
structure.
purpose, yeah. You want a purpose. Be reading a book.
Be intentional.
If
Be
you, yeah,
purposeful.
if you want to
bring
be
your best self
more
self
religious,
forward. Yeah.
if you want to be more religious, if you, helping others, make friends,
Charity.
charity, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why this is important, because I think what also happens is when people are alone for a long time. I mean, loneliness is not good, is it? Loneliness does, I think, I'm no expert, but loneliness probably leads to depression. Is that, I don't know, would that?
It can do. It can do.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's how you define things. What is loneliness? You can be sat with 10 people, but you still feel alone.
Yeah, that's true as well. But what I'm trying to say is, we do have so many people, whatever reason, they're at home and they have a lot of time. And also, look, the transition period, a lot of people will lose their jobs and universal basic income will come. But again, you'll have a lot of time at home. So you need to do something with your time. Have a purpose.
Yeah, it usually means having a structure.
Because don't forget, one thing is, you have to learn how to control your mind. Or else, I believe the mind will control you.
Yeah.
Which is, it's then you could end up anywhere, don't you? If you can't control your mind, then the mind will control you, and you can be,
Yeah. I mean, it has certain things where you need to place a structured system.
Yeah.
And you need to try to come with an organised way that you want to live your life. What do you want to achieve? What your goals are? Be purposeful.
Yeah, but what my point here, Shaks, my point is actually you want to occupy your mind with positive stuff. I think it works practically. Now, it could be, I don't know, watching some good movies. Now, if you watch good movies or good documentaries, of course, you will be increasing your intelligence at the same time. Or, if you're a book person, read a book. Or because it is important, because if you don't occupy the mind, then, the mind actually will be occupied by stuff that you don't want. We have this. Don't forget, as you grow older, because everyone does have trauma. What I'm trying to say is, there could be childhood trauma, right? There could be trauma when you're a teenager, and don't forget, through life, high school and primary school and work and, I don't know, marriage and divorce, and I'm talking about general, yeah. And if your mind is not occupied, that doesn't mean that let's play 10 hours of game every day. You don't want to do that either. But what I'm trying to say is, if your mind is not occupied, then you can always go back to that memory slippery, and then you see what I'm trying to say. And it's because I'm talking from experience, because I do understand. Like, for example, when my mother passed away, it was a very emotional and sad moment, naturally. But even today, if I remember, I become very emotional, and so then it's like I don't want to go back there. It's what I'm trying to say. So I'll let's just start a movie. I'll just watch this movie. But then also at the same time, I'll do dua for her. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So again, it's just having an intention, being purposeful.
Yeah.
Filling your
That's
mind
right.
up with
We're
stuff.
trying to tell the viewers, look, this is. So I'm telling from experience. What I find it very good to occupy my mind. I don't let it wander. There you go. I don't let it wander, because I don't like it. Then it's like goes to places that, like, my cousin brother, and what happened to him.
Yeah.
Especially, he was in drugs, and And so, like you say, if I leave my mind to wander, then it goes to places that I don't actually like.
Yeah.
And I'm sure people can relate to that. That's what I'm trying to say.
I agree, and that's what I say is about being purposeful.
Yes.
Purposeful is basically having.
So give us some examples about purpose.
The purpose is different. It's different.
So how to occupy the mind and be with some practical tips.
So purposeful is exactly what you're saying. Don't let your mind be empty and wander for